If you're serious about lowering your risk of high cholesterol, there is one food group that deserves your immediate attention, and ideally, your full avoidance. While it's easy to get swept up in wellness trends or fixated on single nutrients, the overwhelming consensus from dietitians, researchers, and major public health bodies points to a single dietary villain: processed meat. Whether it's bacon, sausage, ham, hot dogs, or even those seemingly healthy turkey deli slices, processed meats are among the most damaging foods you can regularly put in your body when it comes to heart health. On the surface, the appeal of processed meats is obvious. They're convenient, tasty, and widely available. They also tend to have a long shelf life, making them a staple in many households. But behind that convenience is a cocktail of risks that extend far beyond cholesterol. Processed meats are typically high in saturated fats, which are well known to raise low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, also known as the bad cholesterol. When LDL builds up in your arteries, it creates plaque that narrows the blood vessels and increases the likelihood of heart attacks and strokes. But the dangers don't stop there. What makes processed meats particularly insidious is that the harm they cause often accumulates silently. People can go years consuming these products without immediate symptoms, only to find later that they're living with dangerously high cholesterol, prehypertension, or early signs of heart disease. In fact, this slow buildup is part of what makes processed meats so deadly. They don't just spike your cholesterol once, they wear down your cardiovascular system over time. This is why experts repeatedly warn that these meats are not just unhealthy in excess, they're inherently harmful, even in moderate amounts. In addition to high saturated fat content, processed meats are often loaded with sodium and preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. These additives not only increase blood pressure but have also been linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, and disruptions in metabolic function. All of these are key drivers of cardiovascular disease. The more of these products you eat, the harder your body has to work to maintain balance, and the more you push your heart and liver toward dysfunction.
And 10 Therese Cancer Connection.
While cholesterol is a major concern, it's not the only reason to walk away from processed meats. Leading organizations, including the World Health Organization and Cancer Research UK, have classified processed meat as a known carcinogen. This isn't a vague suspicion, it's a conclusion supported by decades of epidemiological research. According to these experts, the link between processed meat and colorectal cancer is just as well established as the link between smoking and lung cancer. That's not hyperbole. That's science. Even so-called healthier versions like turkey bacon or low-fat ham are not off the hook. These versions may contain slightly less saturated fat, but they still contribute to your overall intake. And most of them still include sodium, preservatives, and other chemical additives that damage the body over time. In other words, switching from pork bacon to turkey bacon is not a real solution. It's a marginal compromise that keeps you exposed to the same long-term dangers. Still, here's where the positive side of this conversation comes in. The power to change your cholesterol profile is absolutely in your hands. You do not have to be trapped by genetics or bound to lifelong medication. The foods you eat every day can either fuel disease or support healing, and eliminating processed meats is one of the fastest, most impactful steps you can take. Dr. Sarah Berry, a leading nutrition scientist, has gone on record to say that the right diet can be just as effective as medication in improving your cholesterol profile. That's a powerful statement, and it's backed by an expanding field of nutrition science that proves food can be medicine, if you use it wisely. By removing processed meats from your diet and replacing them with whole, plant-based proteins, fatty fish like salmon or sardines, legumes, nuts, and plenty of fiber-rich vegetables, you can start to lower LDL levels naturally while boosting HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear your arteries. Even modest changes can make a difference, especially if you're consistent. The bottom line is this: the stakes are high. We live in a food environment that makes unhealthy choices cheap, easy, and addictive. But that convenience comes with a cost. And for many, that cost is measured in heart attacks, strokes, and years of life lost. Processed meat may be culturally normalized, but it's biologically toxic. If you're looking for one place to begin cleaning up your diet, this is it. Don't wait for a cholesterol test to confirm what science has already proven. The warning signs are clear. The research is solid. The time to cut back, or better yet, cut out, is now.